Zoe Filapikos. I've been panicking over how to pronounce her name, so I told her I couldn't. From the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, who will announce the P. David Pearson Scholarly Influence Award. Zoe.
Thank you. The David Pearson Scholarly Influence Award was established in 2012. The purpose of the annual award is to honor, in David Pearson's name, the author or authors of an article, chapter, book written at least 5 years prior to the nomination that has positively influenced, impacted literacy practices and policies within district, school, and or classroom settings. I would like to recognize the members of the committee, so if you are in the room, please stand. Young Kim is our chair. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today. That's why I am giving this award. Karen Wolfwent, Yvonne Elizabeth Thomas, Amy Storniolu, Sarah Levine, Caitlin Ryan, Pelusa Orellana, Jennifer Rauso, Gail Lovett. So this year's recipient of the award is Anne-Marie Sullivan Paliskar, Professor of Education for the 1984 paper titled Reciprocal Teaching of Comprehension Fostering and Comprehension Monitoring. Professor Paliskar is the Jean and Charles Walgreen Jr. Chair of Reading and Literacy, Arthur Thornall Professor and a Teacher Educator at the University of Michigan. Professor Palinsar's primary research interest is in supporting students to learn how to engage in knowledge building, especially in the context of project-based scientific inquiry. She currently leads the literacy team in the development of literacy resources to support project-based science learning, a project funded by the Lucas Foundation. Collaborating with computer scientist Elliot Soloway, she has designed and studied the use of a cyber learning environment in which students collaborate as they read text, view video, use simulations, write, draw, while engaging in scientific inquiry. She has served on a number of National Research Council study groups, including Preventing Reading Difficulties, Preparing Future Teachers, How People Learn. She has also received several awards, and from here she has received the Oscar Causey Award for Outstanding Contribution to Reading Research, and she was inducted to the Reading Hall of Fame in 2018. Please join me as we welcome Professor Palinsar.
So we need to take it. Oh, okay.
And you hold this?
Oh.
This way? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I'm grateful to have a chance to just express my appreciation for this award. I want to say that it is such an honor to receive an award that bears P. David Pearson's name. David has had and continues to have such a significant influence on my career and, of course, in the field of literacy generally. It's a source of joy for me that we're partnering in the Reading for Understanding initiative. I also must thank Sheila Valencia and Karen Wixon. They prepared the nomination, I learned, and they must have done a phenomenal job, as I'm being recognized for a piece from 5 decades ago. I guess it qualifies as more than 5 years. Influence is measured by effect, and that brought to mind an ecological concept that's called the edge effect. The edge effect describes how there's greater diversity of life in the region where the edges of 2 adjacent ecosystems overlap, such as land and water or forest and grassland. At the edge of 2 overlapping ecosystems, you can find species from both of these ecosystems, as well as unique species that aren't found in either ecosystem, but are especially adapted to the conditions in this transition zone. I've been thinking about how the edge effect can be used as a model for human systems. Each of us carries on within our own ecosystem that's determined by our cultural background, geographic community, professional niche, values, and belief systems. However, when we allow ourselves to approach the edges of our personal ecosystems and overlap with others whose ecosystems are different from our own, we can create a space where the energy of diverse human experience can truly flourish. Like the overlapping ecosystems, we can harvest and use human energy produced by the diverse perspectives to optimize our efforts. I'm convinced that, if I have had an influence in the field, that influence can be attributed to the fact that I have had the great fortune to experience the edge effect with dear colleagues and collaborators, beginning, of course, with Anne Brown, who was the co-author of that piece, but also including Bridget Dalton, Linda Kukin, Shirley Magnuson, Betsy Davis, and Mary Schlepper-Grell, my doctoral students, including several in the room today, including Miranda Fitzgerald, Gabe Dellavecchia, and Christine Schutz, and the numerous teachers with whom we have worked. My sincere thanks to them all, and now it's time to go off and continue to be edgy.